So, guys, it seems like things are going from bad to worse inside the MK party. And I must say that it is kind of funny because this is a political party that likes to portray itself as the most solid political party in the country. But if you take a step back and actually observe what is happening inside the MK party, if you listen to the things that are happening inside that political party, you can see that this political party is imploding. This is basically what is happening with the MK party. This is a political party that is only 1 year old, but there are already factions inside that political party. People are fighting for positions in that political party. This is how bad things are in that party. But if you listen to the likes of Floyd Shivambu on television lying to the people, you would actually think that the MK party, it is smooth. Things are smooth inside the MK party because Floyd Shivambu and other people that are representing MK party, they like to point at other political parties so that people do not look at what is happening inside the MK party. They like to point at the ANC to see that, guys, look at how bad things are inside the ANC. Those people are fighting inside the ANC. Fikile Mbalula and Panyaza Lesufi, they are fighting inside the ANC. They do not even listen to the president of the ANC. Look at the EFF. This is a political party that is never going to win the elections. I remember this is what Floyd Shivambu said. This is a political party that is never going to win the elections. But we, inside the MK party, we are solid. We are trying to unite black people. We are trying to, and we are a liberation movement. Apparently, they believe that the MK party, it is a liberation movement. These are some of the narratives that the likes of Floyd Shivambu are trying to push. But if you are a rational person, you listen to the things that are coming out of the MK party, you can see that this political party is imploding. The cracks are huge. The divisions are there. I mean, you remember not so long ago, there was a leaked video of Jacob Zuma furious at the members of the MK party to say that, guys, why are you even carrying guns for each other? Why are you carrying guns? What is this thing that I'm hearing that some of you are walking around with the guns? You remember, guys, there were images of the likes of Floyd Shivambu, people trying to say, guys, look at Floyd Shivambu, look at his waist, there's a gun. And I remember the EFF members actually mocking Floyd Shivambu to say that, Floyd Shivambu, you left a political party that you didn't even have to carry a gun going around. You left an EFF political party to go and join Umkhonto Wesizo party, and now you walk around with a gun. There's a leaked video of Jacob Zuma basically condemning these people for carrying guns. And we know, as average South Africans, that these people are not carrying guns to protect themselves from the criminals in this country, but these people are actually carrying guns to protect themselves against other members of the MK party. It is bad inside the MK party. It's bad. And guys, I want us to actually look at this story of Mkhwebane and this lady Mary Phadi in Mpumalanga, because I believe that this story is quite fascinating. It is fascinating the way that this story is basically unfolding. So I think many of us actually know this lady, Mary Phadi. Her name is Mary Phadi. She is the official provincial convener of the MK party in Mpumalanga. And this lady was actually fired by the MK party because there were also allegations of assassinations. People trying to say that this lady tried to assassinate her rival there in Mpumalanga. So Jacob Zuma basically fired this lady. The MK party fired this lady because they were trying to make a way for Mkhwebane. But it looks like things are not working so smooth for Mkhwebane, and this is why. So for a better context, guys, I want us to read a couple of paragraphs in this article for people who don't actually understand what is happening in Mpumalanga. It started by saying that the Umkhonto Wesizo party has announced the dismissal of its Mpumalanga leader Mary Phadi following the allegations of involvement in assassination plot. In a statement, the MK party said that Phadi was required to resign from the Mpumalanga provincial legislature voluntarily. She did not comply, prompting a decision from the party leader Jacob Zuma to revoke her membership immediately. The party said her affiliation with the party was terminated. The decision was based on several allegations, including misappropriation of funds, bringing the organization into disrepute, and non-compliance with the leader's request. MK Party said that due to the gravity of these allegations coupled with Mrs. Phadi's inadequate responses, the leadership has made a revocable final decision to terminate her membership. So this is how it's basically started. The MK Party said that we are accusing you of all of these things and we want you out. We know that they wanted to open a way for Busiswa Mkhwebane, but one thing about this lady in Mpumalanga, she has a lot of support, a lot of MK members in Mpumalanga. They basically respect this woman because this woman is a ground force and she is a businessman, so a businesswoman, and she used her resources to actually make sure that the MK Party, it is popular in that side. So the MK Party leadership is trying to get rid of this lady because they want Busiswa Mkhwebane to now be the leader of the MK Party, despite the fact that Busiswa Mkhwebane was nowhere to be found when the likes of Mary Phadi were there on the ground campaigning for the MK Party. But this lady, being resilient, she actually took the party to the court to say, no, I'm not going to allow the MK Party to make me a doormat. I am going to take these people to the court because I don't believe that they fired me for valid reasons. I believe that they only fired me because they are trying to make a way for somebody else. And we do not agree with that. The people in Mpumalanga, we do not agree with Busiswa Mkhwebane being the leader right now. And Mary Phadi basically took the MK Party to the court.
Former MK Party convener Mary Phadi will challenge her expulsion from that organization at the High Court sitting in Mbombela today. Phadi's dismissal follows allegations of mismanagement of party funds and a purported involvement in an assassination plot.
What?
Party leader Jacob Zuma terminated her membership following these claims. SABC News reporter Najele is monitoring developments and joins us now from just outside court. My goodness, Ntantla, so much has happened in the MK Party since Mary Phadi was dismissed, but perhaps take us a couple steps back. Why does she reckon her dismissal was unfair to begin with?
And by the way, this lady did something that a lot of MK members have not done before. I mean, like, Jacob Zuma has basically fired a lot of people inside the MK Party. And these people never took the party to the court. And I remember after this lady taking the MK Party to the court, some of the people started going to the courts. I remember even those ladies that said, no, we resigned from our teacher jobs to be the members of parliament. And Jacob Zuma fired them after a couple of weeks. And these people, they were in and out of the court to say that, no, this man fired us after we have quit our jobs to become the members of parliament. And the MK Party was saying that you guys are not entitled to those positions. You are not entitled to those positions. So this is what is happening inside the MK Party. And I don't know, man, I don't know whether people are refusing to understand that every time Jacob Zuma is done with you, he's going to throw you out. He's going to throw you out. This is one thing that a lot of people who actually follow Jacob Zuma do not understand. They do not understand. They always want to learn the hard way that this man, once he's done with you, he is going to throw you out. You remember even in that interview that Julius Malema did recently with JJ Taban. This is one of the things that he said, that Jacob Zuma is a user, man. He's a user. He will use you and he will get rid of you. I remember even Katla from the citizen consent. I will see, guys, if we still have enough time because I have to go somewhere. Katla with citizen consent, she once did a video about Jacob Zuma and the people that have been kicked off by Jacob Zuma. And these are the people that were loyal to Jacob Zuma. They were loyal to Jacob Zuma. But once he was done with them, he kicked them off. So, but this lady said, no, you guys are not going to do that to me. You think that by just sending a letter, I'm going to listen to that. I am not going to listen to that. I am going to take you to the court.
Indeed, Ayanda, good morning to you and to the viewers at home. We are at the Mpumalanga High Court sitting in Mbombela, and just as we are joined here this morning by the former MK convener, Mary Phadi, just for her to answer the question that you asked me. Mary, thank you so much for your time and joining us at the SABC this morning. You feel you were not done right by the party. Tell us why you are here and what are you hoping to achieve with this court application this morning?
No, thank you very much. Look, MK is the party of the people, and we are here to seek the review because we need to follow proper processes, and we are here to request the courts to be involved in terms of making sure that, you know, a fair justice rather than propaganda is delivered to everyone. As you know that the media went to the hearing information that is not accurate. And today we are saying that we received a clean audit, and therefore they prove who is wrong rather than facts.
You are correct to say that, because we've been seeing rumors circulating about an assassination plot and all of that. If you could just clarify that for us, is it true? Are you guilty? Are you not guilty? Is there a court case? What is happening in that regard?
There is no court case, and there is no such thing of the hitman, and there was never a case about that. Even today, anyone that would have done that in August should be in jail. And they just use the headlines to get more popularity and make sure that they are crediting me as a leader in the province. So we are saying today to the courts, let us review this process so that it can be fair. It can be fair to everyone. We are not here because we are saying we are not members of Umkhonto weSizwe. I regard myself as the member of Umkhonto. If we have managed to deliver Umkhonto weSizwe to be number 2 in the province, tell us not that we are not MK members. And also, just to be in detail, is that whatever that will be seeing inside court today, it's all not corresponding. No document is corresponding, and the judge will have.
Thank you so much, Ma'am Phadi. I understand, as you have heard Mary Phadi, just clarifying some of the things that you were asking me about as to why she's here and how she plans on making sure that her case is heard in court. As you heard, she's here to challenge her expulsion from the party. If you remember correctly, she was given a chance to make representation. She should not be expelled from the party. As you can see behind me, supporters are starting to flock to the court. I just move out of shot, and just to show you what is currently happening. Taxis are coming in. As you can see, they're carrying balloons. Many of them are here just to show their support to their party leader, who they feel is not guilty. As you can see, more and more taxis are making their way. In actual fact, when we were on our way here, we saw some of them packed in town, of course, making their way here to the High Court, just to show support for my MK party convener, Mary Phadi. We also understand the reason they have balloons, is because it's also her birthday. So they are out in their numbers, to show their support. Of course, we'll bring you more as we make our way inside the court, and also when we come out.
All right.
So basically, this is what happened. And this lady took the MK party to the court. And the supporters of the MK party, they were not happy with the fact that this lady is taking the party to the court. They were furious. They were furious to say that how can this lady challenge Ubaba? Who the hell do you think you are? Challenging Ubaba. You are not bigger than the MK party. These are some of the things that the supporters of the MK party were actually saying. And looking at everything that is that actually happened, I look and I see a huge contradiction. Because if you look at what is happening with this lady, it is the same thing that happened with Jacob Zuma with the ANC. And Jacob Zuma saying that I'm going to take the ANC to the court because I do not believe that these people expelled me for valid reasons. And the same people that said Mary Phadi could not take the MK party to the court are now saying that Jacob Zuma can take the ANC to the court. This just shows you how loyal these people are to Jacob Zuma. So when people take the MK party to the court because the MK party has expelled them without the valid reasons, these people are wrong. You cannot take the MK party to the court. Nobody must take the MK party to the court. The word of Ubaba is final. It's final. But when Ubaba takes his former political party to the court to say that these people cannot expel me, the same people say that Baba is within his right to be the member of the ANC. This just shows you the kind of loyalty these people have with the MK party. And many of them were actually laughing at her to say that, no, man, the courts are going to say that the party can do what it wants. The courts cannot reinstate you as the convener of the MK party in Mpumalanga. And man, these people were wrong. To say that they were wrong is an understatement because she actually won the court case. And the courts actually reinstated her as the official provincial convener of the MK party. So this is the court order. It says that the first respondent's termination of the applicant's membership with the Umkhonto weSizwe Party in the letter dated the 7th of October 2024 under the signature of the MK Party President Jacob Zuma is stayed. The application shall retain her position as the convener of the MK Party in Mpumalanga province. The application shall retain her position as the deployee of the MK Party to the Mpumalanga provincial legislature as a member of the provincial legislature and a party leader. The second respondent is directed to stay the processing of the applicant's cessation from the Mpumalanga provincial legislature as a member of the provincial legislature. Cost of the appearance in the event of the opposition to be paid by the party opposing it, and such cost to be paid on the scale C of the High Court scale. So she basically won the court case against the MK Party. The MK Party tried to get rid of this lady, but the court said, no, you cannot get rid of this lady. And of course, you know the narrative that was going to come out to say that, no, these courts are working against Ubaba. These courts are against the MK Party. How can these courts actually reinstate this lady as the provincial convener of the MK Party after Jacob Zuma has fired this lady? But the court said, no, you guys, you cannot just get rid of this lady. The reasons that you are giving are not valid. So this lady is going to stay to be their provincial legislator. She's going to stay. But regardless of that, Jacob Zuma and the MK Party, they went ahead to form a new team there in Mpumalanga and to say that Busiswe Mkhwebane is now the leader of Umkhonto weSizwe in Mpumalanga. She is the provincial conveyor in Mpumalanga. Despite the court case, they said, no, to hell with that court case. That lady is not going to be the provincial convener of the MK Party. We are setting up a new team. The Umkhonto weSizwe Party has appointed a new leadership team for the Mpumalanga province. In October, the MK Party announced significant leadership changes, with former President Jacob Zuma, the leader of the MK Party, appointing Advocate Busiswe Mkhwebane as the provincial convener. So this is where the confusion is, because people in Mpumalanga, they are looking at Mary Phadi. Mary Phadi says that she is the provincial convener. Busiswe Mkhwebane goes around pretending to be a leader in Mpumalanga and says that she is the provincial convener. So there is a huge confusion in Mpumalanga. And you talk about Mpumalanga, this is a province that the MK Party has a stronghold. But it seems like the center is not holding in Mpumalanga, because now the party has two provincial conveners. And it cannot be that the party has two provincial conveners. Mary Phadi, the party tried to get rid of her, but the court said no. But despite of that, Jacob Zuma and the MK Party, they went ahead to appoint Busiswe Mkhwebane at the same position that Mary Phadi is holding. So right now, the people in Mpumalanga, they do not know what is happening. They don't know what is happening. That's why I'm saying the cracks are huge inside the MK Party. And anybody that is trying to convince you that things are well inside the MK Party is lying. Anybody that is trying to convince you that things are well inside the MK Party is lying, because this is how bad things are. This case is in front of everybody else. Everybody else can actually see this case. But can you just imagine how many of such cases are behind the scenes? How many of such cases are behind the scenes? Because this is what is happening. People are fighting for positions inside a political party that Floyd Shivambu says that this is a political party that is supposedly going to help black people. So, they even call MK Party the Liberation Movement. Like, this is how insane things have actually gotten in this country, that they say that the MK Party, it is the Liberation Movement. It is insane. So they are saying that they are going to liberate us as black people in this country. Floyd Shivambu, who still has the allegations of VBS, stealing money from the poor people in Mpumalanga, now supposedly says that he is going to they say they are going to liberate us. Just imagine, black people in this country are going to be liberated by the likes of Mzanele Manyi, Duduzile Zuma. Duduzile Zuma cannot even speak in isiZulu. But on Twitter, you would think that this lady knows anything. She cannot even speak her home language. But these are the people that are going to liberate us as black people, man. You know, every time when these people are on national television and talking about liberating black people, I don't want to lie, I get offended personally. get offended because I'm like, there's no way that these people are going to liberate us. Liberate us from what? Liberate us from what? I mean, like, the leader of that party was the president of this country. What did he do to actually attempt to liberate black people? Because right now, suddenly, he is the Messiah. Suddenly, he is the Messiah. People are saying that this guy is going to liberate black people, forgetting that this guy is an 82-year-old man who has been in government for the past 30 years. This guy was even the deputy president and was even the president of this country. And the simple question is, what did he do to even attempt to liberate us as black people? But Fred Shivambu on television, man, you know, whatever that they made Fred Shivambu take, we cannot wait for it to come out. We cannot wait for Fred Shivambu to actually vomit whatever that they made him eat there inside the MK party, because the things that Fred Shivambu says are insane. The things that Fred Shivambu says that are insane. Me personally, I don't want to lie, man. I get personally offended when these people say that they are going to liberate us, making us look like we are stupid and we actually need them. I mean, like, this whole party is full of people who have allegations of corruption, left, right, and center. But suddenly, no, we are the good ones. We are the good ones. Like, this is what they do. I mean, even you look at Advocate Sikakade, man. Advocate Sikakade, the only thing that he goes around and pretending to be a victim all over the place. These people are just victims. Even the president of the party has mastered that game of being a victim. So now they say that, no, the black people are still oppressed in this country. There's nothing that black people can do in this country. And we, as the MK party, we are going to liberate these people. I don't think these people understand how offensive it is for them to say that they are going to liberate us. I don't think they even understand how offensive that is, because it is offensive. It is offensive. It is. So there's a huge confusion inside the MK party, especially there in Mpumalanga, because this is what is happening. Mkhwebane is going around pretending to be a leader. She's saying that she is the provincial convener. She has called meetings. She's holding the meetings there in Mpumalanga. And I remember, I think 2 days ago or 3 days ago, she was there in Face the Nation with Clement Manyatela, of course, as the MK party provincial convener. But then yesterday, this lady, Mary Phadi, the official provincial convener of the MK party in Mpumalanga, actually spoke with Clement Manyatela, and they spoke about this issue of Mkhwebane being the provincial convener of the MK party in Mpumalanga. And oh my God, man, this lady did not hold back anything. She did not hold back anything going at Mkhwebane. Just listen to this brutal takedown.
Look, the reality of the matter is that we should look at, more on facts rather than, incidents that have happened. She was announced on national TV, and there's a difference between appointment and an announcement. So the reason why it's a different view is that you cannot insist on saying that I'm a former convener. When in actual fact, previously Umkhonto Wesizwe would give you a letter of redeployment in your position. So when she was announced, we're thinking that they will submit that letter. In the absence of that, Umkhonto Wesizwe sent me a letter through her office to say that my membership has been terminated, which is something then that had made me to go to court, so that we can prove those allegations. So if you are bringing another leader, you cannot bring a leader on allegations. You must bring a leader on the actual fact of how Umkhonto Wesizwe is doing things. And at the moment, it was not based on principle. It was based on emotions and the hearsay.
So what is the situation now? Who is the leader? She says she's the one that's in charge. She even says that she has had meetings with some of the regional, she's on the ground building branches, regional organizations, and building leadership from there. Are you still doing your job as convener in that province?
We are working. It's just a normal day for us.
So there are two leaders of the MK party in Mpumalanga?
There's no two leaders. She's in contempt of court. There's no two leaders there. She's not supposed to be there. The legal team has given her a letter to say that she must refrain calling herself a convener of the province. and allow me to do my work, because she's confusing the ground. Another thing maybe we should differentiate, there's a difference between being on social media, on Twitter, and being on the ground. And the true reflection of the ground is that we are still intact and we are still managing the ground, and we are at 95%. I don't know really who she's leading there in Mpumalanga, and I'm hoping to see those people that she's leading. We'll prove that on the 15th of February, that we are working in Mpumalanga on the ground. We are not taking pictures of recycling people from one venue to another. We are talking about the true members of.
This is what is happening inside the party. So this is the business of the most solid political party in this country. So apparently, according to this lady, Mkhwebane is pretending to be a leader there. And even the lawyers said, Mkhwebane, man, just stop it, man. You are not the provincial convener of the party. So it is bad, man. It is bad. These people are already taking each other to the courts. And they're already taking each other to the courts, because it seems like this is what is happening inside the MK party. Everybody wants to eat. Everybody wants to eat. But people are looking at Mary Phadi and looking at Mary Phadi. Mary Phadi, she is a symbol of what is happening inside the party, because what is happening inside the party is that the people that have been with the MK party for the longest time are ignored when it comes to deployment. They are ignored, and they look at Mary Phadi and they say that this lady is fighting for what is right, because Mkhwebane just resigned from the EFF yesterday, and this lady who has not done any groundwork in Mpumalanga has now been deployed to be the convener of Mpumalanga. And the masses of the MK party in Mpumalanga, they are like, what the hell is happening? Because most of them, I can assure you, Mkhwebane has no constituents. In Mpumalanga, they follow this lady. They follow this lady. So this is what is happening. This is what is happening. And you remember Prince Mashele, the other thing that he said is that the people that have been with the MK party from the beginning, and some of these people have been ignored when it comes to deployment. These people are going to work silently to actually undermine the people that have been parachuted to the positions of power. And these people are going to win. And that is going to cause a lot of problems from the MK party. And the supporters of the MK party said, Prince Mashele is nonsense. How can anybody listen to this? Ignoring logic. They're ignoring logic. Mary Phadi is a symbol inside the MK party. When she's fighting, she's even fighting for the people in KwaZulu-Natal that are looking at the people that have been parachuted to the positions of power to say that this is unfair. She's not only fighting a fight, she's fighting for the people that have been with the party, the people that have campaigned with the party, the people that have used their own resources to ensure that this political party is a success. She's fighting for those people. She's fighting for those people. So I guess we will see what is going to happen. And I am going to follow this story because it is quite fascinating that one political party can actually have two provincial conveners. The one is the one that has been reinstated by the courts, and the other one is the one that has been put there by the political party. So I guess on the 12th of February, we will see who is going to win. But one thing for sure is that things are not okay in that political party, despite the narrative that they are trying to sell. Guys, please tell me what you think in the comment section. Don't forget to hit that like button, and the most important part, subscribe. My name is Thomas Mabaso. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.